Good morning, children. Today I am going to talk about an important part of your syllabus, that is writing skill, in which I will talk about message writing. I will also explain its rules and format with examples. So, first of all, you should know what is message writing. Message writing is a short piece of information that you give to a person when you cannot speak to him directly. Again, message writing is a short piece of information that you give to a person when you cannot speak to him directly. Means this message writing is carrying information. Okay, is carrying information, and when a person whom you want to give this information is not available, then you can leave the message. So this is called message writing. Now see, second point. Sometimes a message is passed on through telephone. However, if the person for whom the message is meant is not available, then someone else receives the message and convey it to the concerned person by writing it. Again, I am repeating. Sometimes a message is passed on through telephone. However, if the person for whom the message is meant is not available, then someone else receives the message and convey it to the concerned person by writing it. For example, if someone called to talk to your father and he is not at the home, means he is not available at the home, then what you will say? If you receive the call, then what you will say? You will say he is not at present. Any message you can tell me, I will convey to my father. Okay, that you will say to that person. Now, suppose he says, tell your father that tomorrow's meeting is cancelled. Okay, that person says, tell to your father that tomorrow's meeting is cancelled. Then what you will do? You will write it somewhere. Okay, you will write it somewhere. This is called message writing, because in the absence of your father, you take a call and you got the information that person said to you. Okay, so who is the sender? That person is sender. Who is receiving the call? You are receiving the call, so you are receiver. And for whom the message is meant? The message is meant to your father. This call came for your father and you received the call in the absence of your father. Okay, so whatever you are writing, any information you are writing to tell to your father, it's called message writing. Okay, now see some rules. Draw a box for message. First thing, you have to draw a box. Write message at the center top. At the center top, you have to write message in capital letter. The date and time of the message must be written on the left side. Date and time of the message means which date call came, what time it came, that you have to write at the left side. Salutation should be written like dear. If you call any name, you can write dear brother, uncle, daddy, whatever it is. So salutation should be written. Follow the word limit. Content. You have to write the content in limited word. Put your signature. Write your name or the person's name who had written the message. Okay? You have to write the name of the person who received the message. If you are receiving, you can write your name. If any other person is receiving the call, then they can write their name. The person names and signature. First you have to put signature, after that name in bracket. Okay, so this is the rules of message. Now see the format of message. See, This is the format. At the center top, message in capital letter. Remember this, in capital letter only you have to write message, message, message at the center top. After that, date. See, after that, date, then time, then salutation, dear daddy, dear father, dear brother, whatever it is. And after writing this, you have to write content. Content means whatever information, this message is containing whatever information, you have to write it in content. Okay, after completion of your content, leave a line like this. If your content finish here, then leave this line, and after that signature, and then name who has written the message. If your name is Rahul, then write signature, and after that write Rahul in bracket. Okay, now we will see some examples. See, the following is a telephonic conversation between Mr. Kumar and Mr. Sharma. As Mr. Sharma is leaving the shop early, he leaves a message for the manager, Mr. Dua. Okay, now read the conversation and write the message. First, you have to understand the question. Here is conversation between Mr. Kumar and Mr. Sharma. Okay, now see, then who is writing the message? Mr. Sharma is writing the message for whom? For Mr. Dua. Now see, Mr. Kumar calls, hello, can I talk to Mr. Dua? Mr. Kumar want to talk to Mr. Dua, but he was not available. So Mr. Sharma received the call. He said he has gone out on business. Can I help you? Mr. Kumar said, I am Kumar. All the goods supplied by your firm were delivered. However, some flower vases were broken. Please ask him if they will be replaced. Also tell him that I will make the payment in 2 days' time. So here you see Mr. Kumar calls to talk to Mr. Dua, but he was not available. So Mr. Sharma received the call. Okay, then Mr. Kumar said to Mr. Sharma that tell to Mr. Dua about all the goods supplied by their firm were delivered and some flower vases were broken, and please ask him if they will be replaced. So this information given by Mr. Kumar. Okay, who received this message? Mr. Sharma. Now Mr. Sharma said, I will inform him when he comes back and will ask him to get back to you. Then Mr. Kumar said, thank you. Okay, I hope you understood this conversation. Now what you have to do? You have to write a message on this conversation. Based on this conversation, you have to write a message. Now see, here it is. Message at the center top, write message. Here date. See, in format I have written DATE date. Here you don't have to write DATE date, just you have to put the date. Okay, whatever date it is, like 5th October, 2020. Then time 7 p.m. Now see the message content. Mr. Dua. Who is writing this message? This message is writing by Mr. Sharma. He has written, Mr. Dua, there was a call from a customer, Mr. Kumar, for you. All the goods supplied by us have been delivered. A few flower vases were found broken. Mr. Kumar has requested for their replacement. He will make the payment in 2 days' time. Okay, so whatever Mr. Kumar said, he just written in this form, and after that he write signature and name Sharma in bracket. So this is the format. This is one example on the basis of conversation between Mr. Sharma and Mr. Kumar. Here, who receives the message? Mr. Sharma. Who sent the message? Mr. Kumar. For whom the message is meant? Mr. Dua. Okay? I hope you understood. So you have to find the main information from the conversation. Now see the next example. You are Ramesh means you are Ramesh. Just imagine you are Ramesh. Today you had the following conversation with Rajesh. Okay? A friend of your elder brother. Means you are Ramesh and today you had the following conversation with Rajesh, a friend of your elder brother. Now see, Rajesh called, hello, is it 9912345509? Ramesh, yes, I am Ramesh speaking. What can I do for you? Rajesh, well, Ramesh, I am Rajesh. You know your brother's friend? Ramesh, oh, I see. Well, brother is not here now. Is there any message for him? Rajesh, could you please convey him that he should bring my physics practical book tomorrow in school as I need it in class? Ramesh, that's fine. I will do that. Rajesh, thanks. Here, see. Who is calling? Rajesh is calling. Who received the message? Ramesh. And for whom the message is meant? Ramesh, elder brother. Okay? No name is given for elder brother, but just like elder brother. Now see how to write this message. Again the same format. At the center top, you have to write message in capital letter. After that, date. This date, then time. Okay. Dear brother, salutation. After that, this is content. See, Rajesh called you in your absence. He wants you to bring his physics practical book tomorrow in school. He said it's urgent as he needed. Okay. After that, signature. Then Ramesh. Here, who is the sender? Rajesh. Who is the sender? Rajesh called. Who received the call? Ramesh received the call. For whom the message is meant? His elder brother. So he just written dear brother. In the place of any name, he just had written dear brother. Okay. I hope you understood the format, the rules. Dear children, in this video, I explain you two messages, two conversation. Okay. Format also I have given, rules also I have given. But in exam, this same conversation will not come. Okay. Because you are now in 7th standard. So I will give some new conversation. On the base of this conversation, you have to write a message. Format will be same. Rules will be same. Okay. No changes in format. You just have to find out the information between the conversation. Okay. So now I am going to stop this video. Thank you.